The moment a global superpower seemingly picks a fight with Africa's biggest economy, you know the stakes have just been raised. That's where we are now as Donald Trump issues another sharp international rebuke to Nigeria. And this time, the consequences could ripple well beyond headlines. What happened? Trump hammers Nigeria unpacked. In a recent salvo reported by Punch newspapers, President Trump publicly slammed Nigeria after its exclusion from a high-profile U.S.-Africa engagement where only 5 African nations were invited. The gist? On July 9, 2025, Trump hosted African leaders from Gabon, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mauritania, and Senegal for talks on commercial opportunities. And Nigeria, the continent's most populous country, was notably not invited. Former Nigerian Vice President Atiku Abubakar described the exclusion not as oversight, but as a scathing verdict on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, saying Nigeria's diplomatic relevance has evaporated. In short, Trump's message to Nigeria appears loud and clear: you're off the guest list. Why Nigeria being snubbed really matters. Loss of global positioning. Nigeria long positioned itself as a regional power, especially within ECOWAS. Being omitted from a major White House Africa summit signals a shift in how the U.S. views Nigeria's influence. Diplomatic and trade implications. Missing the invite limits Nigeria's access to U.S. trade and investment channels tied to high-level diplomacy. It signals fewer cards to leverage in global negotiations. Domestic political fallout. For President Tinubu's team, the snub is uncomfortable. Critics use it to argue that Nigerian foreign policy is adrift and that the country's global standing is eroding. Atiku's comments reflect that political pressure. Symbolism speaks louder than words. In diplomacy, who you invite or don't matters. Being left out of a commercial opportunity summit is a narrative in itself. Nigeria is currently not seen as a top partner. What may be driving the snub? U.S. policy pivot. Trump's America First posture suggests a more transactional approach to Africa, country by country, not region by region. Nigeria's internal governance and diplomacy. Observers say Nigeria's leadership, regional posture, e.g. ECOWAS, and external coherence may have influenced how Washington sees it. Strategic diversification. The U.S. may be signaling to Africa that alignment with traditional regional players isn't automatic. Performance matters. Signal to Nigeria. The exclusion may serve as a wake-up call. Improve governance, clarify strategy, and strengthen institutions. What Nigeria needs to watch and act upon. Maintain diplomatic agility. Nigeria cannot assume automatic access. It must refine its foreign policy, improve transparency, and build stronger bilateral relationships beyond old ties. Strengthen internal credentials. From human rights to economic governance and security, Nigeria's external image matters. International partners increasingly ask, are we dealing with stable, credible institutions? Diversify ties. Africa to Africa, Asia to Africa, intracontinental trade under the African Continental Free Trade Area can reduce dependence on one bilateral lane. Communicate and engage publicly. Public diplomacy matters. If Nigerians feel the snub personally rather than as abstract foreign affairs, it may shape domestic sentiment about government performance. The flip side, possible opportunities. Paradoxically, this moment also offers Nigeria a chance to recalibrate, shape a stronger Africa-led agenda rather than be passive in the global order, use the snub to spark internal reforms, economic, institutional, diplomatic, build regional hubs that aren't solely tied to Washington-centered architecture. Final reflections. When a heavyweight like the U.S. sidelines a major partner like Nigeria, it raises red flags, but also invites reflection. It says, your current behavior matters more than your past stature. For Nigeria, the message is clear. Global relevance is not hereditary. It must be earned, cultivated, and consistently demonstrated. In the end, the question isn't just why Nigeria was snubbed, but what it will do now that the spotlight is off. The country's response may shape its next chapter more than the moment of exclusion itself.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.